bum, 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 dum, bum, bum. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1671. Tonight we're talking travel essentials. So when you're going traveling, there are some essentials you need to take, not just your passports, but also other things like comfortable footwear. You're going to be if you're going through airports, you want something that's quick and easy to take on and off as well for when you got to take your shoes off. I have, I don't have them in here with me. I have shoes that I can just slip on and off. They have no laces. I want to get through security as quickly as possible. I have a backpack that is TSA approved, which means my laptop stays in the very back pocket of it, and I just unzip it so it just lays flat and it goes through, and I don't have to take my laptop out. So if you can find a TSA approved backpack for your laptop, they are awesome. They save you so much time, and there's no worry about leaving your laptop behind, because if you leave your laptop behind, it means you left your whole backpack behind. Another one is a portable charger on the go. I thought I had mine on the desk here. No, I don't. Okay. So I have a portable charger that I take with me. Most of the time when I'm in an airport, there's a lot of places where people are charging. There's a lot of charging stations there, and most of them are full. And so I'm looking for, around the wall. I'll sit on the floor if I have to, but usually I can't find those either. So it's nice just to have that little portable charger, but then I'm not on my phone a lot when I'm in an airport anyway. So my phone stays charged pretty much most of the time. A travel adapter. If you're traveling internationally, you want to make sure that you have an adapter. Now, most, hang on, if I unplug that, most adapters actually have written on them, like if you've got, where's my, well, that is my, okay, so this is my adapter for my Mac notebook, and written in the very fine print in here, it basically tells you that it will, you just got to put a plug adapter on it. You don't have to put the power adapter on it, because written in very small print, which I can't read right now, and it's dark gray on light gray, and yeah, I've got the light facing the completely wrong way. It tells you that this little box here will convert from 110 to 220. When you're going to places like New Zealand and Australia, they run on 220. So all I have to take with me for this one is my plug adapter. So I can, I thought I had that on the desk as well. I got out a whole bunch of stuff. I got a bag down here with a bunch of stuff, and I thought I had other stuff on my desk, but I don't. And so you just need a plug adapter to fit their outlets. Also with the travel adapter, you also want one that does power as well, simply because of the fact that you may not have one of these little boxy things that will charge the power for you. So, it's always good to have one of those. Now, down in here, hang on, I got to unpack. I filled up a bag earlier with some bits and pieces. So let's go in here and see what we've got. I have my my reusable water bottle with me. This is has a stainless steel interior. I love this thing. This one is like 22 ounces, I think. Yeah, 22 ounces. One I designed myself. It's got my Today's Always Super Fantastic and Sparkling on there. And my name. Has my name as well. And then I did this artwork as well. So this is my personalized water bottle. It's very hard to walk away with it since it has my name on it, has my personal design on it, and it has my saying on it. So if people are carrying this around the airport, it may not be in my backpack. But portable water bottle. If you can get the collapsible ones, but I have my backpack with me, and it's got the water bottle holder on the side. So this just fits in there nicely. It's nice, it's slim, it fits into the cup holders in cars. So I can take it with me anywhere. And I always go through security with it empty. And then a lot of the airports these days now have water bottle filling stations with filtered water. And there's always a line by it, and the floor is always wet around it. So yeah, that's one of the things that's in there. This is my favorite travel pillow. Brad used to use this more than, actually Brad ended up using this more than I did, but this is one that I got, and I don't even remember the name of the company that makes these. Oh, hang on. There we are. Private Quarters travel set. Now, this pillow is really cool. I actually put a luggage. It's got a handle on it so you can slip it over the top of your carry-on luggage, the handle on that. I put my luggage tag with my business card on it. So if we got separated. But the cool part is this thing actually unzips. This pillow unzips. And inside this pillow is an eye mask. But this eye mask, I don't like that much. I just put it in there. This is the eye mask. This is one of the eye masks that I like. And I like this type because it has the concave area. So you can actually open your eyes behind the mask. And it has an adjustable an adjustable elastic strap. So it fits very comfortably. And I like that because of that. But I also have another mask I'm going to show you in a minute. Then it actually has a blanket too. But most of the time when I'm actually on a plane, and this is why I like window seats. Oh, well, Brad would actually sit on the window seat. And the reason Brad would sit on the window seat is that he was 6'5". Most of his height he had more of his height in his torso than he did in his legs. And the problem that had is that when he's sitting and he would put the headrest, when he would lift that up, it would come to about here on him, like across the back of his shoulders. So he had nowhere to put his head. His head was always flopping back. So what he would do with this, as we're sitting at the bulkhead, he would put this here, and as you can see, it takes up that shoulder and place it against the bulkhead, and he didn't get the crick in his neck. And when I'm flying by myself, that's what I do with this. I place it here, and I've no crick in my neck. Now, the cool part about this is that I always have a pillow with me when I'm traveling because I like to have my own pillows. Because sometimes you get to hotels and they only have feather pillows, which I am allergic to. So that's what I do with that. The other type of travel pillow that I will use, well, if I was traveling with Brad, he would use this as the bulkhead, and I would have one of these ones. Now, here is a trick with these. I don't know if you guys know this. Most people wear them this way. The problem is that you can't really put your head back because you've got the headrest in the way. So if you do it this way, now you can lean back against the headrest on the chair comfortably and your head's not going to go, and it still supports your head. Now, yeah, I just found I wouldn't actually use these because this thing was so thick and it was at the back here, and with the distance with the headrest and this. Oh, you want to check it out, do you, Zeth? No. If you could see her, she's trying to take it by this part. She thinks it's a toy. No. You're not taking my travel pillow. I'm sorry. She's trying to grab it by this piece here to take it away. She wants to play. So this piece here would always tip my neck forward when it was up against the headrest of the seat. But putting it this way around, I don't have that issue with it anymore. So that's a good thing to know about that. I'm putting that up there because it's not a toy for you to go after. All right. What else is next on my list? Hang on. I have a list. Oh, packing cubes are always good in cases and things. It helps keep things separated. And when you get to a hotel, if you've got drawers or shelves in the closet, depending, you can just take the packing cubes out, put them in the drawers, and you don't have to worry about your clothes being on the bottom of a drawer or anything like that. It's the packing cube. You got the packing cube between your clothes and the drawers because some places aren't quite very clean. Take your travel insurance information, takes copies of important documentation with you. Now, you can do it electronically and scan it on your phone as well, but I always carry one of these, and I like this one. I think there's still stuff in this one. Oh, look at that. There is. I carry one of these because I also like to have the assurance of having a paper copy with me. I'm old-fashioned. I like my paper. So you've got this this outside pocket where you can, would you get your nose out of here? This outside pocket here where you can slip in like your boarding pass. Although my boarding pass ends up getting used as a bookmark. I put my business card in here. I have credit card, what credit cards I'm taking in here. It's my New Zealand card, New Zealand debit card for my account there. This one here I got from Forbes, and it was international numbers, which was pretty cool. I've got other places here for documentation, a pen. That's my travel stuff, my tickets, my bag tags. So I'm going to put your luggage tags so you know where they are. This goes in the outside pocket of my carry-on. When did I last use this? Was a New Zealand flight I went down. 21st of December. I wonder what year that one was. I've flown down to New Zealand 21st of December a lot of times. So you got another document piece there. And then you even have a zippered pouch. And I opened this up the other day and found like $60 and oh, in fact, in here right now, I have, let's see, New Zealand $10 note. I have $1, 2, 3, 4, $80 in Canadian and $15 in Fijian dollars. Yeah. So as you can see, the rest of the world, we're very colorful with our money. Looks more like Monopoly and Play. And even to feel it, these ones all feel exactly the same. So if I'm looking at the New Zealand, the Canadian, and the Fijian money, the feel of them are all the same. They all have these little security window thingies on them. That's the Fijian one. This is the New Zealand one. So it's got New Zealand in the, I don't know if you can see that. There's a map of New Zealand in there. In Canada, what do you guys got in yours? Yeah. So you can see they're all different, but they're actually all the same sort of feel of paper. Actually, I don't even know if it is paper. I think it's kind of type of plastic that they use. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I keep my money in that little pouch. Got some coins in there too. Hang on, what coins do I have in here? Oh, a New Zealand 10-cent piece and a New Zealand 20-cent piece. These used to be bigger. They made them smaller. So as you can see, these guys, there's the 10 sitting on top of the 20. There's a little bit of space around it. Hang on, there's another one in here. That is another New Zealand 10-cent piece. Even our coins are different colors and different sizes, different colors as well. There's another one in here. But I found like about $60 New Zealand in there US in there the other day. And this is a 5-cent piece. Looks like Fiji. Yes, so I got a Fijian 5-cent piece there as well. I'm trying to. So keep your money there wherever you're flying. So when I go down to New Zealand and I fly Fiji Airways, I've got cash there. If I go up to Canada for a visit, I got cash for that too. And I get down to New Zealand, I have a little cash on me, and I also have my debit card for my New Zealand account as well. So yeah, so I keep a document holder with printed backup copies of everything in there, as well as having it on my phone. So if my phone is not available at the time and I need documents, I have them with me. You're just really curious to know, don't you, Zephy? So yeah, make sure you have copies of your and like I said, there's apps out there. There's one called Tripcase where you can actually upload your travel information as well, and you can also upload copies of your documentations as well. And if you can't upload it into the app directly, you can email it to an email address, and within minutes it's sitting in your app. So that one's called Tripcase. And there's the travel insurance, and your travel insurance information should be there. Multi-purpose clothing, so that you can pack small and pack light. Mix and match tops. Like I usually take like a dark pair of pants. Make sure that you have that your pants or your skirts and pants and skirts, and you can have multiple tops that will match up with them, and you can mix and match. And you've got jackets that you can put over top, or cardigans or sweaters or whatever, that everything will mix and match together. So you can give yourself multiple outfits. You can always do wash along the way, and make sure that they don't wrinkle. It's wrinkle-free stuff. Because there's nothing like unpacking and getting lots of wrinkles in your clothes. And yes, there are ways that you can fold or roll your clothes to prevent the wrinkling as well. So that's always good. A long-term flights and things like that, make sure you have your favorite snacks with you, and your, if you do an e-reader or an iPad, or whatever entertainment you want to take with you. I always take on the plane with me my noise-canceling headphones. I have my phone. I have my phone charger with me, my little portable charger if I can't plug it in anywhere. I also have my charging cords and connections with me as well. And I'm always listening to music when I'm on a plane. And that's just how I work. For reading, it is a book that I purchase at the airport. It is fiction. It is usually either James Patterson, David Baldacci, Brad Thor. Who's the other one? There's another one. I'm missing one. They have nice thick books that I can read on a long flight. Most of the time I'm through the books by the time we land, depending on the flights. So yes, make sure you have your snacks and entertainment with you. Even I always care. You saw there was a pen in here. I always have a journal with me as well, because sometimes I like to write, although writing on a plane is kind of fun when you're going through turbulence. Sun protection and hat. You can get really cool hats that you can roll up, and they're designed to crunch up and roll up and stick in your pack. And so I have a really cool one, and it's got air vents around the top. I should have grabbed it. They're just out there. Personal hygienes like hand sanitizer, wet wipe. Oh, that's what I forgot to grab. My little Oddfellow shaped towels that you get. I'm going to do a whole thing on those things one night. These are these little things. They're about this round. They look like, if you're from New Zealand, they look like an Oddfellow, which is a big peppermint in New Zealand. I don't even have anything on my desk that comes close to the size of these things, but they're about this round, and you dip them in water or pour a little water over them, and they expand to like an 8 by 8 inch cloth that I've actually reused. So dried them off and reused them. But make sure that you have travel essentials with you, like toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant. Have these little towels with you, because you just add water and they blow up, and now you can wipe yourself down with them. With the toothpaste, if you were watching our last episode with Nicole, when she was on and we were talking about how to detoxify your home, I had that little metal can. Should have brought it down here with me. It's about this round, and it's about this high, and it fits in 62 toothpaste tablets. And they look like peppermints, but don't swallow them. And you just chew them in your mouth, and then put your toothbrush in there and just start brushing. And it's really cool, because if you chew them to a certain degree with still a bit of grit in there, and the grit will help polish your teeth off as well. But they dissolve down and get all foamy, and then you just spit the liquid out at the end. But that's a great way, because then you don't have that, doesn't take up your liquid space in your little quart bag that you have to do. And my quart bag basically goes essential oils. And I have a traveling case for my essential oils. But of course, at the airport, they all get taken out, put into the quart size bag. And then when I get to my gate, they all get put back into the carry case that goes back into my backpack. But I have things in there like lavender, lemon, and peppermint are my three main ones. I have frankincense in there as well. I have melaleuca in there. Do I have any in here that I put in there? Melaleuca or tea tree oil. Already said lavender, lemon, said that. Those are my essential, and then I'll take other ones that I like with me, depending on where I'm going. Purify is another one I take with me, and Purify is if you get stung or anything, you can put that on there, and it helps neutralize the sting. It may neutralize the sting. Hang on, I remember words. And what are some of the other ones that I put in there? Complete brain fog. My oil thing is out in the cupboard in the other room. So that's my first aid kit. Speaking of first aid kits, I think there's one in here. I think I put one in here. Yes. So I have, this is one of my little first aid kits. I couldn't find I've got one that's slightly bigger than this, but this is just a little first aid kit. And open it. It opens like this. And it's got a little bit of tweezers in there. It's got antibiotic ointment. It's got other stuffs in here. I don't even know what's in this thing. I think I won this somewhere. It's got some Band-Aids in there. Cleansing towelettes. Tweezers. What's this thing here? Now for the relief of, I should probably need to go through this because some of this is looking a little on the old side and see what the expiration dates on them are. But some of these actually last a very long time. For the relief of indigestion, heartburn. So this is basically like a Pepto-Bismol. This one here, jeepers, these are, have magnifying glass. Used for temporary relief of these symptoms. Oh, hay fever. So I guess like a Claritin or something. And Iprin, I guess that's like pain, yeah, ache. So I got a stomach one, got an allergy one, got a pain one, and that's just in here. Then they have a little instruction manual in here too. But I also have a slightly bigger one that this one just goes in my backpack, but in my suitcase I will actually have this is like when I'm on a plane or something. I would actually have I've actually got one that's about yay big, and it has a whole bunch of other stuff in there. So yes, first aid kit. Most kids on headphones, personal hygiene items. You like day pack, I like backpack or a day pack. I actually have one that collapses down and tucks into my suitcase. I have the one that I use in my carry-on, and then I have one that I use when we're out, like doing tours and things. And it's really lightweight. It scrunches down. Actually, no, it doesn't scrunch down too much, but it is also a safety one as well. In the shoulder straps, it has metal. It has metal wire going through it. The bottom of the backpack has a wire mesh, so they can't slash and grab. And all the zippers on the outside have hooks on them that, and you've got to press the thing. It's one of those hooks that you got to press it, and then you can hook the zipper in it, and then so you'll feel somebody tugging on that thing. And then some of them all tuck away into different things. So it's actually it's supposed to be a theft-free backpack. And then you've got those same clips down as well. So they can't snap. They can probably pull it off your arms if they try. But as far as slashing anything on it, it's not going to work. They're going to need bolt cutters for these things. So that's my little day pack that I have with me. Safety items like a whistle, a small flashlight, a safety personal alarm can be, always have those things with you. I also take my personal beacon with me as well. Travel journal or notebook, I definitely have that. A dry bag. If you've got water activities coming up, you can put your stuff in your valuables in your dry bags, like your phones and things like that, and it keeps them dry. Local currency, you saw we had that. I also have, I love these things. I have a huge collection of these because a lot of times when I head to the airport, I actually forget to grab one. But these are these really cool scarves I can't remember the name of, but they make great blankets on the plane. You can wrap it around your shoulders like a shawl. There are so many different ways that you can actually use this. I have them in many colors every time I go, and you get them at the airport for like about $10. They're the pashminas, and they have the frilly thingies on them, but they're nice, they're long, they're comfortable. And just if you've got, sometimes you get that chill in the planes and you don't want to put a sweater on. This takes the place of that because I find that just keeps the cool off. But I also like having the cold air blowing on me. Sometimes I just don't like it in areas. It's just a little cool, but I still have to have it on my head. So I will put this in, and you can do all sorts of fancy scarf tying things with it, and do things like this with it. Yes. So I love these things, and they come in multiple different colors, and I've got blue ones, I've got green ones, I've got pink ones, I've got purple ones, I've got burgundy ones, I've got black ones. I don't think I have a white one. They just show too much dirt, the white. I don't remember what other colors I have, but I find the colors that suit me, the colors that I can wear, that I look good with. So that's why I have those ones. Oh, these things. I always take eye drops with me. I love these ones. The Refresh. They come in, I don't have it open at night. They have these little individual packs like this, and when you open the packs, oh, these ones have expired. Okay, open pack. And when you open the pack, teeth may be required. They have these little single-use vials in them, and you just snap it off here, untwist this, and then put, and there's enough eye drops for both eyes. These are Refresh ones, the Refresh brand. These are the ones that a lot of optometrists recommend after you've had laser eye surgery. A lot of optometrists recommend these, but they're great because they don't take up much space. So, great for when you're on planes and places that have a lot of dryness about them and you need to put some eye drops in. Even, some normal people like me, I have to have these every now and again, but I always use them on a plane. I've never been on a plane and not used one of these because my eyes get so dry on a plane. I have no idea why. Nothing else gets dry on the plane. These are water shoes, the aqua shoes. Now, I like these because I use them on a plane as my slippers. When I get on a plane, I take off my big clunky shoes that I have on, my slip-ons. I always wear the heaviest pair of shoes when I go on a plane. But when I'm on the plane, I'm flat-footed. I don't like wearing shoes. I would rather walk around in socked feet. But when you go to the bathrooms on planes, you do not want to have socks on your feet. You do not want to have bare feet. You've got to have shoes on. I can't be bothered putting my shoes on. So when I get on the plane and get myself all situated, I will actually take my shoes off and put these on. And the cool thing about these is you can throw them in the washing machine afterwards. And I have I always have plastic bags with me, and I just throw them in the plastic bag when I'm getting ready to get off the plane. And then as soon as I can, I throw them through the washing machine. Or if I'm in the shower, they make great shower shoes as well. So if you're in a place where you're not sure about the shower, put these on and they get washed at the same time. So these aqua shoes are really good for that sort of stuff. What else do I have in my bag? Oh, this is part of my these LMNTs. Great for electrolytes. When you're on long distance flight and stuff, keeping hydrated is essential. These packets, this one is raspberry. They're all got salt flavor. Raspberry salt, citrus salt, another raspberry, and orange. Love these things. Love these things. Great for electrolytes. And so I always carry some with me. They don't take up much space. I usually keep them in my pack, and I have a little pouch that I put them in. But if you're somewhere and you need to have those electrolytes, especially if on long flights, staying hydrated is essential for making sure you don't get jet lag. Yeah. And I've got another couple of pieces in here still. Okay. This is my other eye mask that I was talking about. Now, this is really cool. It actually comes, it's got a little piece here at the top. And in there are, laugh at this. Earplugs. They got those expandable earplugs, so you roll them down, and they're actually on a cord, so you can just put them around your head and you don't lose them. But those are earplugs that just sit there in this little pocket up the top here. You don't have to use them. I've never used these. They just sit there, and I just take them out for show and tell. But yeah, it has this little pouch here for them, and like the black ones that are in my travel pillow, I like this because it's got when you put it on, it's got this piece here where it stops the light coming up from underneath the eye mask, so it molds to the cheeks on your face, but it also allows room for your eyes to open up behind it as well. And it has a nice elastic headband thingy that's adjustable. So yeah, this is my other eye mask that I like, and it actually goes with something, and I can't remember what it goes with. It's a different one to that one. And then the last thing that is now this one I acquired last year because I did not know about it. But this is called an airplane pocket, and it will go into it's this polyester stretchy stuff. It goes into the washing machine and dryer. And the idea is that, so this is what it looks like empty. The idea is that when I get to the airport, I pack it. I put my stuff in it that I'm going to use during flight. Then when I get on the plane, this piece here slides over the tray table. And then I flip the tray table back up into its upright position, and it's sitting there looking like this. Now I have pockets to put my book. I have a place where I can actually put my water bottle in here. And then I can put my eye drops in there, and any other bits and pieces that I will use during the flight all goes in here. Like I'll have it, lip balm goes in there, the eye drops go in there. I may throw one of these into there, but it means I don't have to get my bag out and pull things down and look through things. I just put the stuff here that I need. And when the tray table folds down, I'm trying to make this look like a tray table. Your tray table is then covered. So you now have a tablecloth on your tray table, because this is the part that you will see. And the rest of it just hangs down across the back of the seat. So it's not, and it means you don't have to use the pockets on the back of the seat for anything. And you really don't want to go digging around in those things there. And yeah. And I can throw my headphones in here as well. Like if I take them off to go to the restroom or something, I can throw them in here. So everything is kept in one place. You'll find my eye mask is in there. And my phone I usually have pockets on it. My phone goes in my pocket. But this thing here is called airplane pockets. They are I'm like, how the hell do we get on without this before? So when you're sitting in your seat, you're looking at this and you'll have all your stuff in it. When the tray table comes down, this is what you see. And so you don't have to worry about wiping down the tray table. And then, like I said, and the cool part is that I just flip that over and I can fold it up a little bit and I just put it back in my backpack and I'm off the plane. And then when I get to wherever I'm going, it just goes through. It can be hand washed. It can go through a washing machine and it drip dries by the next day. So, you know, hand wash it in the hand basin overnight, hang it up overnight, and the next morning it's dry. So then it just gets tucked away until I get onto the next plane. But very good. So those are just some travel essentials. What are some of your favorite travel essentials that you like to travel with that you cannot travel without? You have to have them. Let it know in the comments. Another one that I have, which I still can't find my cards. There's these this laminated card that you can get that folds down to about this size. And you can unfold it and it's got all these international symbols on there that you can just point to if you're in a place where they don't speak English and you don't speak their language, that you can just point to those items that you're looking for. What is it you're looking for, that sort of thing. Also too, there's a lot of apps that you can use for different areas. One of my favorite apps, I'll pull it up on my other phone here. Oops, I've killed my other phone. Totally forgot to plug it in. Right. Let's just power it up. One of my favorite apps on this thing. Let's see if it'll let me log in while it's plugged into the power. Come on. No, it's dead. Gotta remember what my favorite app is called. There's that XE currency, which is a really good exchange app. And it's always up to date with the latest exchange rates and everything else if you need to look for exchange rates. There's the one for your flights. So if you're flying on a particular airline, make sure you download their app because they will send out, I have discovered that they will send out notifications to the apps before they even make any announcements at the airport, which can give you can get you into customer service really fast. If they make an announcement that the flight's cancelled, you've already seen it on your phone. So you've seen it on the app so you can go to customer service. Or one of the apps I have actually has a button there to call customer service on their app. So I just get that and I'm immediately hooked up to their app. Tripcase is one that I've already mentioned that you can put your entire itinerary in there. When you put in hotels and things like that, it will put all the address information, the phone numbers, will go into the app as well, along with all your reservation information. If you're doing rental cars, all your information is in there for that. It keeps all your reservation numbers in there, and it actually puts it in the order in which you're going to use it, which is kind of nice because you can run down the list and see, oh, this is what my next trip is. This is where I'm going next. So it's not like, here's your flight information, here's your hotel information, here's your rental car information. You got to try and figure out, what am I using at what place? Now, this thing puts it into order into your itinerary order for you, including any tours and excursions and things will also get put into there as well. What other ones are there? I'm trying to think of the other app that I absolutely love on there. It's called, the other one is, there's one that's put out by the travel.state.gov. They have one called Steps. If you're traveling internationally, especially internationally, you want to enroll in Steps. And what Steps does is, not only does it have information about countries that you're traveling to, it also has all the information for the embassies, the US embassies, and TripIt. Thank you, Jason. TripIt, that's what I was trying to think of. TripIt has all your emergency phone numbers in it. It will actually give your GPS coordinates for your phone, and it has the button there for fire, the button for ambulance, the button for police, and you press those things and your coordinates are right there, that the emergency person, and you don't have to remember what is the emergency number for this plate, for this country? What's the emergency number for this country? Because they're all different. You go down to New Zealand, it's 111. You go to England, it's 999. You come to the States, it's 911. So, you may not know this, but this TripIt thing, you go in there and you press a button and it will call these emergency services for you. And your coordinates are right there so they can zero in on where you are. But the STEPS program with the government is if anything happens within a country, like a coup or natural disaster or anything like that, they know that you're in that country and they know where you're staying and they can assist you. It gives them an idea of how many Americans they have in that particular country that's had this natural disaster, had a military coup or whatever, and they can help you get out of the country. They can provide you with services and that they know where you are. They can check up to see if you're okay, and contact relatives and that for you. Come on, it's almost at the point where I can power it up. But TripIt, I love that one. Yes, it's got all the emergency stuff in there. Yay. Hang on. Let's see if I can get in here now. All right, I'm in. Yes, I know you're low battery, but you should be on a charge. Where's my travel thing? Yeah, so Tripcase will have all your itinerary and stuff in there. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of messages downloading. Smart Traveler is, oh, no, it wasn't TripIt I was thinking of Jason. It was Trip Whistle. Trip Whistle is the emergency one. Smart Traveler is the one from travel.state.gov that gives you information on different countries. Is it safe to travel there? Is it not safe to travel there? That's when you enroll in the STEP program. That one's called Smart Traveler. And Trip Whistle, hopefully my phone will stop doing all the things. So this one here shows you the Trip Whistle. Immediately it opens up where you are and what country you're in. So you don't even have to go looking for the country. When you open it, it tells you exactly where it is. It's got your coordinates. It shows you the address. And then it's got the buttons across the bottom that are for the emergency thing. And it has the emergency number underneath it. And you've got the map there. You can bring up the map. It shows you exactly on the map where you are. And it brings up the country at the top there that you're in, and then it's got all the emergency numbers and things. And it like I said, as soon as you open it, it puts you exactly where you are. I would show you, but it's got all my address and everything on there. So I'm not going to show you. But that one's called Trip Whistle. TripIt. Why do I know TripIt? I know TripIt. I've used it, but I don't have it on my phone. Maybe it's on that phone. Travel Case, like I said, put all your information in there. What's this one? Oh, I don't know what that one is, and I've got to sign up and log in for it. There's also one if you're coming back into the States. There is one that's called Mobile Pass. And Mobile Pass is you can actually fill it in while you're on the plane instead of filling in the customs form. You can go on here and fill that form in there. With Mobile Pass, it helps you move through customs a little quicker in the US when you're coming in. I know it's available in LAX. Did we use it in? No, LAX is the only one I've used it in. I didn't have it on my phone when we went to the other ones. So there's a lot of really cool apps that you can get when you're traveling. If you are traveling by road trip is the one I live and die by, especially when I'm in the RV, because it puts in I can put in there the dimensions of the RV, like its height, its width, its weight, and its length, and it makes sure, and whether or not I'm towing, and I put in there that my travel speed is 45 miles an hour. And then it gives me real live time on how long it's going to take me to get from point A to point B. And I put in my map of the route I'm going to take, and it takes me, and it makes sure that the route I'm going is safe for me to drive in my RV, as far as, are there any low-hanging bridges? Low-hanging bridges don't hang. Are there any low bridges or any low things that you've got to go under? Are the roads too narrow for you to go on? So it gives you RV safe routes. And that's road trip. And that is awesome for that. And it gives you real travel time, because when you put in Google, it's talking at a car going at whatever the speed limit is that's posted in the different areas and it calculates your travel time. Yeah. In an RV, it takes a little longer. When we drove from Vegas, Las Vegas to Moab in Utah, it told us it was like a 6-hour drive, and it took us it said 5.5-hour drive. It took us almost 12 hours. I had this big mental thing going on in my head, is like, I am done. I'm pulling over to the side of the road. I am not doing this anymore. And then it's like, I have my parents in the RV with me. I can't do that. I've got to keep going. And I was having this huge argument in my head about giving up, pulling over the side of the road. I was done, because we kept going up one side, across the top, down into a canyon, up the other side of the canyon, across the top, down into another canyon. And that just was going over and over and over again. And my GPS that was on my phone, which is your regular GPS on your phone, I wasn't getting any closer. There was just and of course, going to get up to the top, you had to wind your way up to the top and then go across it and then wind your way back down again, go straight across the canyon floor and then wind your way up. I tell you, this was my first road trip, my first real long road trip in the RV, driving it. And there was a huge mental game going on in here. We finally got to where we were going. And then I found out about, I put in the, in one of the Facebook groups about the trip, and this is it. And it says, oh, you need to get, you need this, you need, what was it called? You need road trip. And so I got on road trip, and I was like, oh my gosh. And he says, put in 45 miles an hour as your top speed. And he said, and because that allows you time for breaks. He said, even if, and my top speed most of the time was around 60 to 63 miles an hour is what I would travel. I was comfortable at that. But if you, by putting 45 miles in, it even allowed for stops along the way. So when we put in 45 miles an hour, even though we're traveling 60 to 63 miles an hour, it gave us the right time to get to where we're going, including our stops. So that was just totally awesome on that. So that's it for now. Okay, I just got to go look up this app that my friend Jason travels a lot. I bet he has a really good list of must-have essentials that he travels with. Oh, Tripcase a travel planner. Oh, okay. Cool. Organize your trip. Get real-time flight alerts. This looks like Tripcase that I use. Get healthy and safety tips for your trip. Organized. Oh, the Smart Traveler one with the from the what do they call themselves? The Smart Traveler app will also tell you if you require vaccinations as well. So it's that's the travel.state.gov site. That when you're using Smart Traveler, it's got all of these hints and tips about the country that you're going to. What is the alert, the travel alert on there? What do I take for? Let me tell you about jet lag. That's a great question, Jason. What do I take for jet lag? All right, this is my jet lag remedy. Stay hydrated. Water, electrolytes. Stay hydrated, number one. Number two, it's called, go on Amazon or Whole Foods or Sprouts. Whole Foods and Sprouts may have this as well, but I know you can get it from Amazon. It's called No Jet Lag. It is a homeopathic remedy that was invented in New Zealand, and they are these little lozenges about yay big. You stick them and you stick one under your tongue 30 minutes before takeoff, once every 3 to 4 hours in flight. It doesn't matter if you skip one because you're sleeping, and then you take it 30 minutes after you land. I have never had a problem with jet lag doing any of that, using that product. I have recommended it to friends. I have given it to clients, and they too come back and say they haven't had an issue with it. It's homeopathic. It doesn't interfere with it. It doesn't. Their site says they don't interfere with any medication, and it is awesome. And it doesn't really have a taste to it, so you can't say, oh, it tastes horrible, because there's no taste to it. It's called No Jet Lag, and it's awesome. The other thing that I do with as soon as I get to where I am going, so when I get to if I'm flying to New Zealand, I get to my parents' place. But when we get home, the first thing I do is I take off my shoes and socks, and I walk around the house, and I'm scrunching my toes in the carpet, and then I go out in the backyard and scrunch them in the grass. If you are near a beach or on grass or anything like that, go scrunch it, take your shoes and socks off and scrunch. It helps you ground yourself, because sometimes when you get off a plane and you've been flying for a long distance, been one of these overseas flights, one of these international flights, some of them are long hauls, like 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours. You kind of feel a little flighty when you're walking. You just don't feel like yourself. But as soon as you scrunch your toes in the carpet, in the grass, in the sand, in the dirt, you suddenly feel grounded and you don't have that flighty feel. It's like when you get off a ship. When you get off a ship, when you've been on a cruise and they talk about your sea legs and all of that, same thing. Take shoes and socks off, scrunch them in the sand, scrunch them in the dirt, scrunch them in the grass, scrunch them in the carpet. It just helps ground you, and it gets rid of that sea leg thing. So, because especially when you get off the ship and you've been moving, I've been moving around a little bit on the ship, or even if there's just a slight movement, you get off and you're on land and you kind of feel like you still got that little bit of movement going on that you were feeling on the ship. Yeah, take shoes and socks off, scrunch them in grass, sand, dirt, carpet, and it will help ground you. The other thing I do for jet lag is that I have my lemon oil, my peppermint oil, and my lavender oil, and I have in 1 ounce of water, I put 3 drops of each. And this is before I go to bed at night. So when you get to your location, if you're arriving in the morning, do not go to bed and have a nap. No, absolutely not. Give yourself a cup of coffee, give you some caffeine just to keep going through the day. Go to bed at your normal bedtime. So if you go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, stay awake till 10 o'clock at night. You could go to bed at 9 if you wanted to. That's okay. Just don't take that nap in the middle of the day. It will screw up your time system, your body clocks and everything. You want to get adapted as quickly as possible. So the other thing that I do is I have, like I said, I take 1 ounce of water, warm water, and I put in 3 drops of lemon, 3 drops of lavender, and 3 drops of peppermint. Make sure that the oils that you're using are digestible. And the way you tell is on the bottle, there will be the supplement information on the bottle there. And if you've got that, then this is doTERRA brand that I use. Love this brand. And this one's frankincense. Do you know frankincense? I actually have a little roll-on of it. Frankincense is good for the eyesight. Did you know that? And it's also good for you just get it here and roll it. This is a roll-on version of frankincense. And this is already diluted with fractionated coconut oil. And you just rub it around your eyes like that. Take your ring fingers and just smooth it around. And frankincense is actually good. It's supposed to be good for the eyesight, but it's really good for the luggage under the eyes. But yeah, so back to the 3 drops of lemon, 3 drops of peppermint, 3 drops of lavender. And you take those and you put it into this 1 ounce glass of water, swirl it around, put it into your mouth. I have a little shot glass I travel with. Put it into your mouth, put it under your tongue, and let it sit there for about 30 seconds and then swallow. The other thing I do, and I do it just before I go to bed. The other thing that I do is I take some lavender oil, and I have some, do I still have it in here? No, I do have it here. And I have my unscented hand and body lotion, which is designed to mix oils with it. And I put, take a dollop of this and I put a drop of lavender oil on it, smooth it around, and then I've massaged my feet. And the other thing that I have, which I haven't tried yet because I've only just got them, and it's down in the bedroom, are my REM patches. I have these patches which are REM. They have nothing in them. There are no chemicals, no drugs, and you slap it on there 30 minutes before you go to bed, and it helps you go to sleep. But all of that helps me get to sleep at my normal bedtime, and then I find myself waking up naturally at my natural bedtime, at my usual wake up time the next morning, around 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's what I do to combat jet lag. So no jet lag is the first thing on the thing. And for a while, that was the only thing that I would use, except I did do the scrunching thing. And most of you may, if you've ever watched the Die Hard movie, the passenger in the seat next to John McClane tells him about scrunching his toes in the carpet, which is why the movie he's running around barefooted, because he'd taken his shoes and socks off and scrunched his toes in the carpet and found out it worked. I was doing that long before that movie came out, because somebody had told me about that one long before the movie came out. But it does work, or it does for me anyway. So that's how you deal with jet lag. But even if you don't do any of the other stuff, at least get the no jet lag, because that stuff's just gold. I have never had and that's all my routine that I do for, doesn't matter which way I'm flying, east, west, doesn't matter. I get back into my routine really, really fast. The only time that we did take a nap was we were coming back from Hungary, from Budapest. We flew from Budapest to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Boston. We had a really long layover in Boston. And so we actually booked a hotel in Boston that was right there near the airport. And we went in there and had showers, had a sleep because we had been traveling for like 20 hours or something at that point. Had a sleep, then got up, got showered again, dressed into fresh clothes, which felt amazing. And then went downstairs to the restaurant in the hotel and had dinner. And then we went and caught our flight back and got back over to the airport and caught our flight back home to LA. So yeah, that was a little, because it was between flights. It's when you land. And we landed in LA in the evening, which was fine because by the time we got home, it was time to go to bed. So we basically got home and just left the suitcases alone and went and just crawled into bed and went to sleep. Woke up the next morning at our normal time. Yes, I had done all my little things that I mentioned, and woke up my next morning at my normal time. Got up, took out all the clothes, unpacked all the suitcases, threw everything into the laundry that needed to be washed, and we were home and we were unpacked within a couple of hours of us getting up in the morning. So yeah. There's lots of different tricks and stuff out there, but that's the best way that I have found to deal with jet lag. Any other questions anybody has about travel essentials? I'm enjoying this. I love this. I might do a Q&A thing one time. Just do a Q&A, have people come on and ask me questions. But I'll put it out there beforehand when I'm doing the Q&A so people are prepared with their questions, or send me questions in advance and do that. So anyway, have I been doing this for an hour? Oh my gosh, I've been going almost an hour. Wow. I don't think I've ever done. Oh no, I only do a podcast that long when Nicole's on. Yeah, we get gas bagging and we go for an hour or more. Any other questions that anybody has about travel essentials? What are some of the stuff that, let us know in the comments. What are some of the travel essentials that you take with you every trip? Some of the stuff that I put out tonight, I actually take with me on road trips as well. When I'm in the RV, it's a completely different thing because everything goes with me. It's a rolling house. So everything goes with me, but we're putting his life on the road aside for a while. We're actually going to be selling sparkles. So yeah, the end of an era with that one. So we're selling sparkles next month and getting ready to go on the market. And some new RV owner can continue the journey in sparkles, and long may she reign. I put just over 12,000 miles on it. It had what did it have when I picked it up? It had like 22,000 miles on it when I got it, and I got it 5 years ago, and it only had 20. It's a 2006, and so this year it turns 18, and I've had it for 5 years. So for the first 13 years, it only had 22,000 miles put on, and I put on 12,000 miles in 4 years. In 3.5 years. Because there's 3.5 years I was actually traveling around. A lot of the time we would sit and stay in places for a while. But yeah, so while we're actually on the road, we put on just over 12,000 miles. So it's still got low mileage on it. You're looking 34,000 miles, I think, on it. I'm going to go take a picture of it for when I put it on the market. But anyway, that's it. If there's no further questions, no further comments on anything, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Oh, hang on. Neck fan, hand fan, small extension cord, dry mouth drops, lanyards for my phone, computer screen blackout. Oh, this is from Jason. This is his list. So a neck fan, hand fan, a small extension cord. That's a good one, a small extension cord. I actually have a travel strip. It takes 3 plugs on it. It's about this long and the cord wraps around it. And it will go anywhere, and you just need I think you actually need a power adapter for when you're traveling international with that one. But it's a non-surge protector, which means it can go on a cruise ship. So here's the thing going on a cruise ship. You can take power strips with you as long as they are not surge protected. If they are a surge protecting power strip, they will be confiscated. But you can get really cool power strips for using in your cabins that do not have surge protection on them. Dry mouth drops. Yes, that is a good one. That's why take your empty water bottle with it, fill it up, ask for bottled water when you get on the plane and things like that. Dry mouth drops. Those are awesome. Lanyards for your phone. Yep, agree with that one. Computer screen blackout. Awesome, especially if you've got people sitting either side of you and you don't want them to see what you're typing. Great for privacy. And so, Jason, did you see that my air pocket, my airplane pocket? Did you see my airplane pocket? Yes, my little strip does have it. Here, oh, I'm going to do this again because Jason's on. Jason, have you seen my airplane pocket? This is an airplane pocket. This piece here, put your tray table down, slide it on, put it back into the upright position. You've got this, and now you've got your pockets to put your laptop in there, your e-readers, your books, your water bottles, your dry mouth drops, your eye drops, your packets of electrolytes, whatever else you're going to need in flight, and that sits on the seat back in front of you, so you don't have to use the airline's seat pockets. And then when you put your tray table down, it looks like this, so it's actually covered, so you don't need to worry about wiping it or anything like that, and everything stays nice and clean, and it goes through the washing machine, or you can hand wash it and hang it up over your shower rail in the hotel room, and it will dry. And I pack it when I get to the airport. I put in everything, what I'm going to do, and then set it in the top of my backpack. So when I get to my seat, I just take out my little bundle, put it on my seat, put my backpack up, and I'm done. Everything's in my little airplane pocket. They're really, really cool. Portable screen to give you 2 screens. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Little 13-inch screen on my laptop. I think it's 13 inches, might be 15. I got a 27-inch screen here, and I have a 32-inch screen sitting there, and I can't find the power plug for it. And then that would be nice to, yes. That's this weekend's job. Find the power plug. I got to find the remote for the TV in the other room, and I got to find the power cord for this screen that's sitting next to my desk here to hook them all up. Portable screen to give you 2 screens. Yeah. If you're doing a lot of work in business, a lot of work, the extra portable screens are invaluable for you guys if you travel a lot and you need just more space to be able to see things on your screen and enlarge things and that sort of stuff as well. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at, hang on, might be on a little later tomorrow night. I have something that finishes at 6 o'clock. I also got to walk Zeffy before 6 as well. So we'll be on around 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay, so you guys go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys back here at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow evening. Hei konera.